Amy, fantastic to have you on. What do you take? What's your take on this Congress inquiry? Is it a kangaroo court, or are we beginning to learn the truth about what really happened that day, and is Trump to blame?
Well, unfortunately, you're spot on everything in your opening, and it's unfortunate for America that we actually have a bipartisan committee it's not bipartisan. And the fact that we don't have cross-examination that's allowed, we're not going to get down to the very honest truth. Now, there may be some parts of what we're hearing, to be fact, but when you have witnesses that are also throwing in hearsay, what are you to believe? And the fact that Speaker Pelosi did not even allow the Republicans' choice to sit on this committee was also concerning. So you now have a number of Republicans and nonpartisans that are not taking this serious because it is one-sided. And it's literally the whole intent is to demonize President Trump for his possible, rerun in 2024. And so now you've got a lot of political strategists that are very concerned that he's going to announce prior to the midterms. So they're hoping that he holds off so then that way the Republicans can actually take back the House. Because currently in a Rasmussen poll, the congressional polling shows nationwide that we're up 10 points. So Republicans are actually supposed to do extremely well. But if President Trump announces his reelection prior because of this January 6th hearing, we might be in trouble.
Yeah, well, what is the point of this inquiry? What is it they're trying to do? I mean, is this to pave the way to potentially, in a very unprecedented move, put legal proceedings against the ex-president?
Yes, and everyone that also used to work very close to him. So today we're also going to be hearing the closing remarks on Steve Bannon's contempt of Congress. The whole thing is literally to demonize the Trump administration so badly to the point where Republicans and his base will turn their nose to a possible rerun. That's all this is, and it's political theater.
Yeah, do you think there's a risk of that happening, and will it dissuade Trump from coming back in 2024?
I don't think so. I think he seems to be pretty hell-bent on running. He keeps fundraising, and his numbers are off the charts. He still has an incredibly strong base. However, there's another poll, a Reuters Ipsos poll, that actually shows that 40% of Republicans actually believe that Trump is partly to blame for January 6th, when I think it was just in June, it was at 33%. So it has increased. I don't know a lot of Republicans that are actually paying close attention to this because it is so one-sided. And the two Republicans that the Democrats chose, they both voted for President Trump's impeachment. And so you've got Adam Kinzinger, who he knows he's not going to win his reelection, so he's not running again. And then you've got Liz Cheney, who's actually losing right now by more than 40 points. So, this whole thing has literally turned into a debacle. And I just don't see how this is going to end up well for the Democrats in the end, because I do believe President Trump is still going to run. And you still have a number of Republicans that do support him. And if it's not him, then it could very well be Governor, of Florida, Ron DeSantis. But either way, Democrats are struggling mightily because of the Biden administration's terrible policies.